Okay, so what is up everybody on YouTube? This is once again Tubus Gaming HD and we're back right here in Drumwood Farms. And you can see my Massive Ferguson actually sitting right here in front of me right now. And it's actually sitting kinda good right here. It definitely is. So I'm so stoked about this. I never tried this out in the Drumwood farm, and it is a pretty big deal for me to actually get this new harvest right here. So I thought about it and I just kind of thought to myself, why not just go ahead and throw it in the field, and let's see if this can actually kind of like do some combining. And yeah, we're gonna find out. Right there. I think I actually need to remove the header. The header is standing a little bit in its way. Oh, I'll put it out right here. I think that's a good idea. We can actually turn it on right here. I think my new combine. Oh, I need to unfold it, of course. I just forgot that. But we should be able to go ahead right here. Yeah, boys. So now we're actually tracing the field with canola right here, and it is generally looking kind of cool. I gotta say the field up here is a pretty big field, so I'm glad that I finally got a bigger combine right here. I know it doesn't really suit for this map right here, but I'm glad that I got it, because otherwise it would take a pretty good amount of time before we would actually get this done. So yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Next job will actually be to find a setup for a tipper and for another tractor that we're actually going to use to drive all the crops home to the farm with. And you know, from this map or from this field right here, there's a long way home to the farm. The farm is actually up in the other end of the field or of the map. But we're gonna go ahead right here with loading wall. With loading wall, I think that the capacity is actually kind of big on this right here. So we're gonna go ahead and buy it right there with a loading wall. And then I think we're just gonna kind of fit it with one of the old Massey Fergusons in front of it. I just think that because that's actually pretty dope, I think. It's generally going to be this one right here. White tires, forestry, standard. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. We have it right here. And the Massey Ferguson wagon right here is actually, it's pretty big with the loading walls. It's definitely not a small wagon. I can't call it a small wagon because it's not. It's a pretty big one right here with the loading walls on, so that is kind of cool, I think. Or not, I don't just think that, I really, it is kind of cool, I gotta say. So yeah, we got it right here, the big Massive Ferguson wagon, and we are actually gonna go ahead and drive back to the other part, or the whole other side of the map right here, since there's a long way down there. And there is actually a long way down there. I'm not even kidding. we're actually like full speeding over there, and I think it's pretty cool that the Massey Ferguson actually can travel with a speed on 42 kilometers per hour, because that's pretty fast for a tractor that old. Actually, that's pretty fast. 42 kilometers per hour is actually a pretty good speed. I definitely think so. So I think it is pretty magnificent that it can actually go that fast. I really think so. So yeah, just wanted to point that out as always. And I do also like the black smoke coming up of the exhaust pipe on the Massey Ferguson right here. Looks pretty cool. It looks pretty cool. So yeah, I'm gonna go straight around right here. Gonna go straight up here. Yes sir, straight up, up. Straight in here, straight down here to the field, and down here the big Massey Ferguson combine should actually be threshing, and it is. So it is on its third track down, I think. Yeah, it's all the way down there already, so that's good. That's definitely good. Should be able to go ahead and actually get the pipe out right here. So now we're just going to take it, and it is of course canola that we are harvesting right here, and canola is the crop with the best price on it. Actually, it has some pretty high prices, and that's good for me. So I think the setup right here fits perfectly with each other. Definitely do. So yeah, that's pretty dope. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, this. It definitely is. And I don't know what your opinion actually is in this setup right here, but I think that the Massey Ferguson right here in front actually suits perfectly with the wagon for the Massey Ferguson 140 wagon right here on the back. And this setup is probably one of the best looking setups. And then we have the Massey Ferguson Delta over there, which is actually the biggest Massey Ferguson harvester. And I do also think that one is actually kind of like, it's actually also working 100% as it should. So that's good, I think. That's good, I think. But let's go over here and let's get into the combine right here actually, just to take a look at it. Massey Ferguson Delta. This is actually the biggest Massey Ferguson combine you can get, and it is the second biggest header that is made for the Massey Ferguson combine right here. You can also get the 45 feet header or 40 feet header. It's a little bit bigger, and it's actually pretty big with the 40 feet header. It definitely is. So that's kind of cool, I think. I really think so. And yeah, so that's it. Up here we do have the seating. Oh my god, he's down in the shade again right here. There's actually a lot of shit in here. Maybe I should just check how much shit we actually have in here. Where can you see that? Up here maybe? Oh, the prices on wool is like 23,000 right there. That's a pretty decent price. How do you actually see the... Oh, I think if you put on the help window, we have like 300 and... Oh my god. It's like 50% filled up right here. Slurry fill level, 377,000 liters of slurry right here. That's a good amount of slurry actually. So we're gonna go ahead and take it off, and I actually think that I'm gonna end the video right here, guys. So I just want to say once again, big thanks for watching, and make sure to subscribe to the channel right here. Also give this video a big thumbs up, and then we're gonna see you guys in the next episode as always. So yeah, bye guys.